Louis, we remember everything. All right, I'm gonna fire up YouTube here. Okay. All right. YouTube, are you there? Hello? Boop, boop, boop. Are you there? Are you there? Are we there? Are we good? Can you hear me? All right, cool. Sweet. All right, sweet. No intro music. We're jumping right into workers and resources. This is part 23 of the Yakograd Republic. We're going to go into the Starlink 11-13 mission. Time to load up the yaks. Do you need help? No. Whatever no is in Morse code. My ears. No, your ears are fine. Ah, yes, he's Lada. He's Jugili. Very nice car. Not really. All right. In Soviet Yakograd, rocket launches you. What's going on? Hey, LSRs, how you doing? What is this game about? Is it more like an industrial-centered City Skylines? Lava, this game... Yeah. So... Workers and Resources is very granular. You really have to get into project management and planning for this. It scratches the same itch as figuring out like an end-to-end mission profile in Kerbal and like a family of rockets and stuff, etc., etc. The game, if I was going to compare it to other games, it would be like Captain of Industry, Factorio, and Cities all rolled into one game. You are in control of everything. You have to design the cities. Walkable cities, subways, trams, highways, etc., etc., like you would from City Skylines. But if you're putting down industry, now you're playing Factorio over here. So, like, this is a planned industry for coal that I have over here. You have the mine, right? You have your coal mine. People need to get to the coal mine. So the coal mine needs a bus stop, right? It needs a bus stop. It also needs places for workers to park, right? And maybe a train station at some point, right? Maybe we'll put a train station over here. I have the lines to do it, right? So the coal mine is going to feed into coal ore storage. My coal ore storage is scalable. I can build it this way if we want more room for storage. And then we have our processing plants. Note that everything is connected on aggregate conveyor belts. Right? This is coal processing. It takes the coal ore and makes it into straight coal. The coal ore area, if you look, is also scalable, right? And then that dumps to an output. And the output, right now, I have one output built or designed that goes over here to my coal power plant. The other one goes over to the coal heating plant.
Go at throttle up.
Right? You see what I mean? Now you're playing Factorio when you design industry in this game. It's really, really, really cool. You have trains. Trains work with the signaling. Signaling works very similar to Factorio or Satisfactory. Take your pick. It's a little bit different, but that's the idea. There's conveyor belts. There's product belts. There's aggregate belts. There's pipelines. You're playing very much like a industrial designer, right? But also, you have to build the city to support that. So support said industry, dude. Yeah. Lava, this game is cities, Factorio, and Captain of Industry all rolled into one. You also have to take into account, I'll give you an example. You have to take into account, like, okay, I'm using trucks. I'm using trucks to build this stuff. What else are you gonna use, right? Look, check this out. Let's click on this low boy, right? First of all, you have to buy every single vehicle. Every vehicle has a price. But look at some of the stats that you see. Speed, RPM, fuel, mass of the vehicle, right? Age of the vehicle, wear and tear, odometer. Vehicles wear out over time. They get gas mileage, they get fuel economy. You have to take this all into account when you're playing. Like if you have your trucks traveling across the entire map, that's not very fuel efficient. It'd be better to do it with a train, right? So this is also a logistics simulator as well. And that's where stuff like Captain of Industry comes into play. Everything is taken into account, dude. The electrical power grids, the plumbing, drainage, water. We have to do all of it. So you like I said, cities, Factorio, and Captain of Industry rolled into one. From 1 to 10, how addicted are you to this game? Almost Kerbal levels of addiction. Almost. It's not exactly, because space is still my number one. Almost. It's up there, dude. So, like, check out oil. So I have 3 pump jacks here that are into a merger. That merger goes into a splitter, a pipe splitter here. Pipe splitter goes into 3 storage tanks holding all my crude oil. Crude oil goes into a merger again. Merger goes to a loading station. That loading station is loading up trucks. And the trucks are exporting crude. Note that I have them exporting to a border crossing that's right over there. Currently, that's where I'm making cash. And over here is basically the exact same. It's just mirrored because this is where the greatest oil deposits were in the area. Right? How is all this powered? I'm importing electricity on this over here. I'm importing electricity from the border. So that is costing me money, but the prices that I make off of the oil is basically pushing everything. Is it your Riker? Yeah, or Data. Data. You seem a little behind schedule. Is that accurate? We paused earlier in the stream, Kraken. We paused in April 63. I am a little bit behind schedule, but I'm making up pace pretty quickly. What kind of screwed me is this. And now, Lava, here's another crazy thing. No city builder has been able to do this correctly. There's markets, and the markets are dynamic. It's RNG. Sometimes you get an oil crisis, sometimes you don't. Can you spot why I'm a little bit behind schedule? It has to do with right there. Now, thank Jeb that came in during winter when I wasn't exporting, but yeah, it spiked right back, so we're good. But yeah, the markets are dynamic. Prices of things change. Prices inflate. Prices deflate. This has a dynamic market, and the market is RNG every time you play. Yeah, we're just a little bit behind. So let me bring everybody up to speed. We've built out at least half of this interchange right here. I started building out my railroad depot, but we're not going to finish it. For now, I built out technical services over here so we could plow all this stuff. And I built out fire and the bus station. Now, why did I do that? Because we started building our substations. Dude, you even have to design substations in this. You have high voltage, medium voltage, and low voltage stuff, and you gotta put the transformers in. Transformers and substations have to be made. You don't make those, your electricity doesn't work in high capacity, right? So right now we're working on substation 2. Substation 1 was completed, which is why I set up the fire station. Now, I'm doing all that because I want my power grid to connect over here. Remember the coal power plant I was just talking about a second ago? We're connecting it into substation 3, which is the main power plant. And from there, the main power plant will go to substation 4, into substation 5 over here, which is going to end up powering this part of the city. In the interim time, I have a power grid that's basically hastily wired right to the border, just as an interim power source until we get this all figured out. But yeah, you got to take all this stuff into account. Where I really last left off, we started building out this portion of the city here. I'm going to bed. All right, Louis. Wasn't the plan to be up by 64 to have farms up, then 65 for the food factory? I wanted this place built and ready to go by 63, and that's where we're a little bit behind. So I've opted to change the plan just a little bit. My The dip definitely didn't help me, but the biggest reason why we're a little bit behind is because I chose to build out the grid and the farm when I, build out this bridge right here and that bridge right there when I really didn't need to. Main focus should be getting this town operable so we can wean ourselves off labor, off foreign labor. If you guys look, we go to the books right here. Look at how much money I've used on foreign manpower. We're basically using about 9 grand of foreign... It's a Soviet game and I'm paying people for their work. Ugh.
What is wrong with you, comrade? You're not doing that right.
Can you block foreign labor? Of course. Well, I have to have domestic labor before I can get there, which is why priority 1 needs to be getting this part of the city set up. See? Last month, 9 grand. And that's pretty much what it's been for over the past couple of months, right? Basically, since I got the clothing area up and running. And this is where I kind of screwed up. I should not have prioritized building that and building the substations and everything. We should have gotten this stuff up. So, from 63 to 64, all I'm really doing is just quick stuff like building the road to the farm, right? By April 1st, 64, which is when our fiscal year starts, that's just an arbitrary point where I decided to pause every year and figure out what's going on. By April 1st of 64, this needs to be operable. This needs to be operating and generating revenue. It has to. And then we go from there. 64 to 65, we can do farm and food. Should be good by then. $1.1 million from just that oil in 3 years. Much more than I predicted. I predicted 450K by now. Since the start of the game, I've exported 17,688 tons of crude oil, totaling 960,000 rubles, which is basically financing everything else here. Yeah, I've exported almost 100 grand worth of clothes, and all this other stuff is expenditures. You just looked at the date of the game. The 6th of July is your birthday, House? 5th of July is mine. July birthdays, baby. Best birthdays ever. Put your damn hand up to the screen. What do you think? I'm gonna whiff on this one? Dang it, House. Put your hand up. Boom! Yeah, you got 6 pumps when I calculated only 3. I got it. Yep, fist pump. Boom. Boom, July birthdays. July birthdays are the best. Because you got the 4th of July, and then you got your birthday right after it. It's amazing. And if you live in Europe, then your birthday happens during the summer, and that's cool. Anyway, yeah, this is what I mean, guys. You know, look at the books. You can look at your book. Look at the books over the years. It's the most capitalistic city builder I've ever played. It's fantastic. I love it. EJ birthday is July 28th. Mine's the 5th. Sorry to kick you, but the Bruins are below Buffalo. Hockey season's already over, dude. I don't care. It's baseball season now. Hockey season is over, guys. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you mean. Tell them to start paving these. For any road that is less than 10 meters, it's worthless to make with street lights. Yeah, I figured that out in Bakalakadakistan, making all the little freaking extra roads. Yeah, no, just the main roads with street lights should be good enough, dude. All right. I was about to say we almost got 2 racks up, which is StarCraft terminology, but you get the idea.
You want a piece of me, boy? Jacked up, good to go. Rock and roll.
Those aren't roads with streetlights, dudes. I didn't put them down that way. But that would be the right way to do it.
Need a light? Yeah, slam it. Want to turn up the heat.
So, I did this thing that I really never did last time. I didn't do this in Bakalakadakistan too much. In the last Republic that I made. I invested in tower cranes. We have 4 of them. And turns out that investing in tower cranes make you build stuff a lot faster. Which is useful. I thought it was the 28th. Yeah, you're just a couple months older than me. Sorry, Woody. Gotta make sure the TV antennas are good. Almost there. Almost there. Boom. Turns out there's a decent speed difference between road cranes and their level 20 crane power and the level 80 on these. 30 from the smaller cranes. Sneaky. T-138s are 26. Got to build out the heating plant. And then I think it might be a good time to commission the technical university. That only means that the buff is applied to 80 workers instead of 26 workers. That's a big difference, dude. What if you have both of them? Alright. How's the substation coming along? Transformers up. 6X switch is up. Pulling the tower crane. Just waiting on some electrical components. I've never used these things before. The FCK A07 covered. That should be really good for moving around electrical components for like street lights and stuff. Now, where's the road sign that says "Do not enter"? I might just cut this thing. Demolish a bit of the road here because I want them to use... I'd prefer them to use the paved roads, but a lot of them are already doing that anyway, so not a big deal. Big thing here is getting the heating plant. The heating plant is the last component that we really need before we really get up and running. Anything big happen in space news? Booster 14 static fired. That's pretty big. Pretty big deal. Do I have spare dump trucks? No. No spare dump trucks right now. What about over here? There's a couple. Have you built any monoliths in your name? No. No, I haven't. I kind of look like Lenin? No, Nope. I miss City Skylines so dang bad. Okay. If you can click on the 70, I think if you can click on the 70, you can select the speed limit and change it to 10 miles an hour. Yeah. You saw the retweet, that's sick. Sending level. It's. Bus station is good to go. Cinema's good to go. The pool is good to go. Shopping center is stocked. Gotta get fire up. Have to build crappy monuments. Your flat's aged quick. Call me flat? Just weathered, I suppose. It looks lived in, even though it's not. The building's basically brand new. Gotta put in all kinds of shrubbery. Makes it look good. You gotta put in a shrubbery. Three excavators on site, baby. Yeah, lay that groundwork. Asphalt. Yep. Bless you. Oh, this doesn't look bad at all. You've got to be kidding me. Everything all right? Buddy didn't even pick up on it. Visvalod. Mr. Pavlov, nothing? All right. Oh, there you are. Attention, a light earthquake has struck. Stay calm and assess any minor damage to your structures. The effective radius of this earthquake is limited, impacting only a small area. Focus your attention on nearby structures for potential damage. Yeah. I think it didn't really do much because every single structure here is brand new. 3.6, not great, not terrible. Boy. Okay, so let's try this again. How does this place look? Yeah, not bad. I always like to see it from the first person, make sure it looks right. It's definitely getting there. We should put in some trees along the highway. Then, you know, probably cut them down later. that say traffic jam? Yeah, not a problem. Vandy launch? Yeah. Artemis 2 patches projected on the VAV. Cool. Heat plant and fire station are the biggest quintessentials that we need to hook up. I think they need a way to upgrade the borders. Border bottlenecks are there to make sure that you become self-reliant, Bob. That's what the developers said. If you're jamming up border crossings, you're really not playing the game the way... You're not communisming right, or Sovieting right, or whatever. Technical University. Everything is there for the groundworks. Good, good. Good, good. Makes sense. It is called workers and resources, not capital and imports. Right? Alright, so for bare minimum functionality, how many people we need here? Already making a mess of a clean office. I actually haven't cleaned my office yet, dude. I've only cleaned the garage. Didn't get to do in the office. That doesn't mean I didn't give it a once-over, dude, to be honest. It does need to be clean. There's just crap everywhere. But the garage was my main priority. Hey, Cheeseburger King, what's up, dude? Yeah, there you go, Shaw. Yeah. I'm just trying to set up basic staff levels. Five should be good enough. Chemicals on hand are good. So, what do we have? So we need to take that number and we need to times it by 3. Right? The reason why is because you have 3 shifts. 8 hours a shift. 24 hours a day. So times that number by 3. So that means I'm just trying to see how many people we need to bring in base to get the city just working, let alone workers that are going to go to the clothing factory. Clothing factory, maximum is 80. 8 times 3, 200, or 80 times 3 is 240, right? So that means 240 of these 4 buildings need to be for the clothing factory. Now, let's take this, 15, 24, 30, 36, 42. 57. Okay. 57. And then we got the fire station, which okay. Let's double that number. Fire station, heating plant, technical university. So that means one of these is basically going to be used for all the municipal jobs. The other 3, and these holds 110 people. The other 3 gives us 100, 110, 220, 330. Good. That's enough for the clothing factory and then some. We're budgeted out correctly. That's good. That should be enough to wean us off foreign labor completely for the immediate area, and maybe the fire station here and the fire station there as well. Reminder that 1/4 to 1/3 are unemployed children. I need 240 workers to work in the clothing factory, Sea Kraken, and we have 330 on hand. Take 1/4 of that away, I think we're good. This more or less will get it done. If I have to do another set of flats over here, I will. Yeah, we have to put another couple sets over here. Another set of these bad boys. Shouldn't be an issue. I don't see any problems with doing that. Do you? Can you install fire suppression systems in buildings? You can research fire suppression systems with the technical university, Dan. Or fire prevention methods. Yes. Space news. I'm not interested in sharing that, Admina. Aggregate storage is taking shape. How we doing on that farm road? Almost have the right of way to the farm completely figured out. Good. There we go. Cool. Send that. What about substation? Substation good to go? Waiting on that one high voltage line there. And we're almost good all the way to substation 3. Gravy. Got a lot of dump trucks that could do with some work. Oh no. Yeah. Right before I got my damn fire station up. That's actually down the road. What is this powering? Yep. I'd be surprised if they got here in time. It always strikes the stuff that, you know, it's always going to strike the stuff that kills you. I don't know. Alright. Take the bus and just park them. Go to the clothing labor import line. That last one's bringing in some workers. It's gonna be a second. We gotta... There's no way he's getting there. Fire choppers have to be researched is the end of that sentence. Yeah. Oh well. Nothing I can do. Hey Yensid, what's up, dude? Yeah, it got me right before I got fire trucks up and running. That's what I mean, dude. This game always finds a way to bite you in the tail. Alright, just fast forward. Is it gonna collapse or is the fire truck gonna get there? Hey, look, you're just in time! Yep, better turn around. Don't want you to actually do your job for a change, you know? My job here is done. Okay. We'll be ready next time. Prioritize the fire station, shall we? But yeah, my clothing factory is unfortunately not able to do anything right now because it has no power. So I stopped. I mean, they're not going to really be able to do much in there, but alright. Pants building. Can you move the building closer to the road? No. I'd have to demolish it, clean up all the rubble, and then move it somewhere else. Cool. Just one truck. Okay, there we go. Alright, sweet. Reassign construction. We'll be back up and running sooner rather than later. But showing any interesting propaganda movies? Nah, the movie theater's closed right now. Very nice. Cool. Fire station finished yet, or? Come on, baby. Build a second backup transformer. I got fire services up, Andrew. I think I'm all right. Want them to gravel that road. And that road as well. Oh no, not the power lines. Don't do those yet. Cool. That's the upgraded power grid that we've already designed. Not the crappy one. EJ, I got my guitar fixed. I will show you when I pick it up. Cool. This game looks different. What do you mean? Cool, man. Time to get a CL415 fire bomber. Yep. You can do that. There we go. All right, let's buy the good fire trucks. Those fire trucks can go faster. Or let's actually, maybe there's a cheaper alternative. The FCK07 fire truck speed level is 55 miles an hour, 52 to 17. W50 ladder is 49 to 19. Skoda's 38 to 23. So the Skoda really does put out the fire fast, but it sucks. What about the Mack? 23 to 55. Best fire truck in the game. We're buying 2 of those. Did your dad teach you guitar stuff, or you just learned? Combination. RJ, playing it Dude, we did that long run in like 2018, 2019, 2020 where I'd start every stream with the guitar. Yeah. I still play. I play every day. Believe it or not. Usually at night, because I can, and I don't have to worry about it disturbing the neighbors or anything. Does the Yakogradian textile mill make kilts? No, 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 no. No kilts. We make pants. We make red pants. Your dad is good on the bass. He does keys too, I forget. My dad can play whatever. He played in a band, RJ. Like, an actual band. Like, he is a pretty damn good musician. Like, you could say, like, oh, 4/4 blues riff in B or something. And he'd be like, all right. You know, like, yeah, he, like, real musician stuff, dude. Yeah, he's a keyboard. He can play the keyboard. But he can do bass, guitar, whatever. Rawhide and A. Yeah, rawhide and A. Good country key. Rollin', rollin', rollin'. Keep them doggies rollin'. Rawhide. Roll 'em up. Hit 'em off. Roll 'em up. Out 'em down. Roll 'em up. Hit 'em up. Rawhide. Ride 'em out. Ride 'em in. Ride 'em in. Cut 'em out. Ride 'em out. Ride it in. Rawhide. Rawhide. Yeah. We got two kinds of music. We got country and western. Rawhide and A. That's right. I love that movie. What is my dad like, RJ? It's pretty much the same stuff as me. Yeah. Me and my dad listened to a lot of Zeppelin, he was telling me the other day when we were hanging out that one of his favorite albums is The Who Live at Leeds, which is a disgustingly good cut if you like, 60s music. Gotta sign the check on the dash. Yep. The Who is also one of my favorite bands, RJ. Keith Moon is the reason why I have a drum set, or why I got into drums, which led to guitar, which led to bass. Yeah. Yeah, Tessa, for sure. Yeah. My dad was telling me he had Live at Leeds on vinyl and he wore the record out because he listened to it so much. Which is pretty cool. Hi, Dad. Yeah, I remember. But yeah, I remember, dude, like, I don't know. Like 2010, 2011, something like that. Somebody posted a cut of The Who playing Who Are You? From the documentary, The Kids Are Alright. And just seeing Keith Moon just wail on the drums, just having a good time. I'm like, I like that. That's cool. I want to do that. Yeah, I was like, yeah, I should play the drums. It's a good idea. So I got an electric kit. Still play. Like I said, I practice the drums every day. I just don't on the kit. I practice on the kit behind me sometimes, but guys, I listen to music every day. It's one of the things that keeps me sane. I listen to music every day to get started. Cup of coffee, listen to music. Like, okay, what did I listen to today? I can show you. I listened to Gone Shootin' by AC/DC. Strong Arm of the Law by Saxon. Good call. I didn't listen to it today, but I did listen to it yesterday, and it was a very good reason. Dreams by Van Halen. There's a very good reason why I listened to that song yesterday. If you know the reason, Good for you. I listened to Wasted Years by Maiden today. And I think that was it. I usually listen to like 3 or 4 songs. Rip Iceman, man. Rip Iceman. Sucks so hard, dude. That one actually kind of, I was like, dang, that's like, yeah. I start every work day, Tron. As part of my routine, I start with tunage. I do it. I listen to it while I'm doing stuff though. Like I'll turn on the Bluetooth speaker, and you know, like I'll crank some music, hop in the shower, you know, make my bed, brush your teeth, make a cup of coffee. Just that's how I start my day every day. No questions. I love the story where they're in the car driving away from the hotel, and suddenly Keith Moon demands they turn around because he forgot something. He goes back in his room, turns on the TV, and throws it out the window into the pool. So good, man. Where's the hospital? Right there. To be honest, and I hate to say it, I thought that Val Kilmer passed away like a year or two ago, given his health issues. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, Violent, I put it right there on purpose. Everything is kind of centrally located. That was kind of the idea with this city design. I put all the, like, big municipal buildings, you know, cinemas, sports halls, fire stations, police stations, shops. Well, actually, the shops are kind of on the outlying right here. All the municipal buildings are around this stuff. You know, like I said, this may or may not have been a prototype for something. How many hours do you have? In what, RJ? In this? Oh, I don't know. 1,000 maybe? Heat plant's almost done. Aggregate's almost done. Yeah, the other thing I took into account, Violent, is that I made most of this stuff is walkable by anything in the vicinity. Like, okay, so I placed the cinema here. All 4 flats can reach it. You know, the store, I placed it there. All 4 flats can reach it. The store over here. All 4 of the flats in this kind of pie cut right here can reach that shop. Actually, excuse me, all 8 of them. Because this is a bigger cell, see? All of them can reach it. It said they could have, but, well, if we pave a couple of paths here, it'll be fine, but you get the idea. It's walkable on the short scale, like that, so when we go to pave everything, it works more efficiently. How many hours do you have? Good night. Good night. Where are you going? Riders on the Storm. Taking inspiration from Moscow, are we? No. But, yeah, Sneaky, something like that. 2 cinemas, that does not work. People go to one spot. People go to one spot, then they go to one culture. You don't go twice to the cinema in a row. You need another culture thing. Alright, whatever. I only put that here because technically this part was an afterthought. Technically. Because all of this is not enough to sustain clothing and food. So, yeah. We could put another culture thing over here. That doesn't bother me. There. Has been a minute, but modeled after Baikonur? No. Three flats. Is the substation rebuilt? No. Yeah, none of them have footpaths. I know. I just noticed that. Chemicals are pretty powerful if you scale. Yeah, Ingram, for sure. I actually managed to save a republic that I'd mismanaged to near death by investing in a last-minute extensive chemical industry and living off the proceeds. Yeah, I would say chemicals are a good mid-game industry, dude. Yeah, Hibbit, now you're getting it. It's not an exact replica, it's inspired by it, though, just a little bit. August 63, we're almost ready. How about that gravel road? Good. I want all the farm roads gravel and pretty much nothing else. You're not going to use these roads much in the winter time. So, yeah, just make them gravel. I do want these right-of-ways gravel, though. This game seems like it has a lot of depth. The learning curve is a cliff, Gorthon. Yeah, it's amazing, dude. Technical University's shaping up as well. Pretty dang happy about that. Last, you need to build this hospital or at least a small clinic. No. I mean, we could if you really wanted to, like... That was really supposed to go in the next phase. Your people are going to die without it. You don't need to oversell it. I know it's low priority, but maybe get the 5% loyalty buff monument before people move in. I told them to make these stupid things, and for some reason they're not prioritizing them. Not 100% sure what's going on there. Want me to build a hospital? We can. We just... no, not the line. Don't do that. That's the underground upgraded power grid that we have when we build out the substations and whatnot. Ingram, you feel proud of yourself. I'm not playing anywhere near the hardest difficulty, but still, I've achieved a 98% happiness level. Nice. Actually, you know what, dudes? Putting a small clinic down here might not be the stupidest decision now that I'm really thinking about it. Because of the pollution from the heating plant. So yeah, good call. Or do we just say go forth and build that thing? Nice, Trey. Go big or go home, build the hospital. Alright. Alright, I told them to start working on the road. It's walkable for almost everything. Some of those buildings definitely cannot get to it. Alright. SpaceX stream is live. Okay. Cool. We are almost ready. Guys, I think I want to play this again tomorrow. If you guys don't mind. I want to jump in on this thing. I want to get people moved in. We're so damn close. We are so close to getting this right. Okay, cool. All right, so we're going to move over to the Starlink launch. I want to see this thing get reused. On the YouTube side, just chill here, dudes. I'm going to I think I'll just tack this on to the end of the workers VOD. Because there's no use for restarting the YouTube stream for like 2 seconds. But, oh, I don't know. Yeah, I think we'll do that. That's probably a good call. So, yeah, if you're on the YouTube side of things, just pop. Yeah, no need to go anywhere. All right, cool. I'm going to switch over the Twitch stream here. I hope you enjoyed Workers and Resources. We're going to play it again tomorrow. I want to finish up. So let's move over to EJ's Falcon 9 Starlink 11-13.